Hello. Welcome to the project, Freedom and AI.
If you found your way to this content via Google or some other search engine, artificial intelligence played a role. Like in our everyday lives. In this episode, we will speak about AI and algorithm.
Artificial intelligence is everywhere these days, right? We hear about it all the time. We don't really always know exactly what it is because it's used to describe so many different technologies, different functions. Sometimes it's even just a marketing tool to make things sound exciting and like they're going to be a great solution to every problem we have in life.
Algorithms are the backbone of artificial intelligence. Well, algorithms are used for calculation, data processing, and automated reasoning. And of course, you have simple algorithms and more complex ones. Basically, they are a set of instructions that one gives to a computer to execute. A complex algorithm is often built on the base of simple algorithms, and AI revolves around the use of the algorithms. And just to give you an example, in machine learning, an algorithm is a set of rules given to a machine, to an AI program, to help them make sense of data and to learn on its own. And of course, well-constructed algorithms are the backbone of artificial intelligence, and this is why they are so important when we discuss about AI.
AI, when we talk about it, really what we're talking about is a combination of machine learning and deep learning. One thing I want to say here before we get started is, there's a lot of conversation about narrow and general AI, and I just want to make it clear, like, there is no general AI. Right now, all AI is narrow AI. So what that means is it's either a machine learning model or it's a deep learning model. Essentially, with machine learning, you're giving the model, which is some sort of regression, most likely some mathematical concept that the machine is learning from. And essentially, it's either you're feeding it data that you know about, or it's acting more like a neural network. So it's acting more like our brains, and we don't have that much clarity on what's going on with deep learning models, with neural networks. We know exactly what's going on with machine learning models because we know what data we're giving it.
There is no universally agreed definition of AI. The term is typically used to refer to systems designed by humans operating with varying levels of autonomy, which, for a given set of human-defined objectives, make predictions, recommendations, or decisions influencing offline or virtual environments.
It has actually 4 types of systems of AI, which is deep learning, used for translations. For example, if you want to translate a language, we have supervised learning, which is more focused on spam. You have an email, everyone has an email account nowadays, so it looks for spamming email that you get in your mailbox. We have unsupervised learning, which is more on pattern recognition side. And we have reinforced learning, which is more like a machine learning method.
Hi.
Who is there?
It is me, AI.
AI?
Artificial intelligence.
But I don't see you.
Exactly.
Human and computer science was created to speed up the regular human processes in a daily based life. So those are the advantages, but as everything that was invented in the wrong hands can be wrong, can be used very on the wrong way. So the one good example that I don't know if it's true, the founder of plastic bag, he wasn't thinking to create plastic bag for one purpose, but on the end people started using for one purpose only, and now we're having problem with the environment. So it's the same thing can happen with the AI, using on the wrong way or using in the hands from wrong companies definitely can be a problem.
Artificial intelligence affects human rights in many ways, and the interplay between the two subjects has already been addressed, and is being addressed to this very day by civil society organizations, governments, and academia. It is important to mention that a single AI system has implications for more than one human rights. So it can have implications for several.
The more we use artificial intelligence in more daily life situations, the more it has the possibility to impact our human rights. And of course, for normal people, not lawyers, human rights makes sound like a little bit vague. And what is this? We hear a lot about it, but it's like in the core of our society, especially in Europe, but I believe all over the world. And it's the core value for us as humans. So whatever you do, whatever, it doesn't matter how you interact with artificial intelligence, it has the possibility to affect your human rights. AI can affect freedom of speech in many ways, but mostly we see it affects freedom of speech through social media and through the platforms that we use every day to actually exercise our right of freedom of speech.
AI and the freedom of expression are very much correlated, mostly because of the spread of fake news and hate speech that we've been encountering for the past few years on the internet. And most of us have faced pieces of fake news or other fake content, such as fake videos or images or hate speech that's been spreading across the internet at an unprecedented scale. So AI can both help tackle and combat the spread of misinformation and hate speech on the internet, but then it can also help accelerate the dissemination of such content.
The problem with modern technology is, or with the algorithms, is they are not made about equality of speech. They are made to sell stuff. So therefore, something that can be hyped is hyped. And someone saying something really nasty or fake news is therefore, and clickbait is very much hyped because it actually creates extra clicks. And that's what the algorithms within all those tools are trained for, because it's they want us to click on as many things so they get our data. That's the key thing I find really tricky from the social media point of view. Sounds all very gloomy. At the same time, we can also still use it for good and get our messages out. But it is very filtered, and that's concerning.
In the next episode, we will speak about AI and human rights. In meantime, check our website www.freedomandai.com.